Okay, welcome back. So we've been able to get the median and the mean. So now what we're going to be looking at is the mode for this group data. And our mode for a group data is given by, we're going to have another formula for this. We could say that the lower class boundary, I already told you how to get the lower class boundary, plus the class size multiplied by the frequency of the modal class minus the frequency of the preceding class. You can call that F1 all over 2 times the frequency of the modal class minus the frequency preceding the modal class and then minus the frequency succeeding the modal class. Okay, so if I'm to label all this, where L is equals to the lower class boundary. What else? F1, okay, Fm is equal to the frequency of the modal class. F1 is equal to the frequency of the preceding class, the class preceding the modal class, and then F2 is the frequency succeeding the modal class. Okay, so now what is the modal class frequency? The modal class frequency is the class that has the highest frequency, and from our table here, the highest frequency is 12. So which class has this highest frequency is 40 to 49. Okay, now, so this is now the modal class. So from our formula, we need the modal class frequency, which is 12. We need the modal class frequency, which is 12. We need the frequency preceding the modal class, which is 8. Frequency, that is our F1, 8. We need the frequency succeeding the modal class, which is 5, which is our F2. Okay, what else do we need? We need the lower class boundary L, which is what? 39.5. Already got that previously. Please, if you have not seen the part 1 of this lecture, please do well to go back and see the part 1. Then what else do we need? We have the class size also. The class size is C, which is equal to 10. I already told you how we got the class size. Okay, this is a continuation of the previous lecture on measures of central tendencies. Okay, so we then apply the formula. So our mode now will be given by the lower class boundary, which is 39.5, plus the class size, which is 10, multiplied by Fm, which is the frequency of the modal class, which is 12, minus the frequency preceding the modal class, which is 8, divided by 2 times the modal class frequency, which is 12, minus the frequency preceding the modal class, which is 8, minus the frequency succeeding the modal class, which is what? 5. Okay, all that is left now is arithmetic. Once you're able to apply everything and substitute the right numbers in the formula, you are halfway done. So 12 minus 8 is 4, divided by, sorry, 12 minus 8 is 4. 2 times 12 is 24. 24 minus 13, 8 plus 5 is 13. So 24 minus 8 minus 5 is 11. So the upper part is 12 minus 8, which is 4. So it gives us 4 over 11. 4 divided by 11 is what? 0.37. 0.37. Okay. So 0.37 multiplied by 10, that will give us 3.7. So if you want to make this a double digit decimal, that will be 0.363. So 1 multiplied by 10, it will be 0.364. So this will now be 0.3, this will be 3.64. Okay, what we are doing here is just arithmetic. So we now have our mode to be equal to 39.5 plus 3.64. We have been able to solve all this to get 3.64. Okay, and when you add that 39.5 plus 3.64, that will give us 43.14. Yes, and this is our mode for the group. Okay, now we're also asked to look for the range, the mean, and the range, but I don't think that will be a problem since we've already done that before. But if we have to look for the range like we did before, the range is the highest value minus the lowest value, and here the highest value is 69 and the lowest value is 20. So the range is equal to 69 minus 20, and that is what? 49. Okay, remember how to get the mid-range and how to get the coefficient of range. Okay, you can do that yourself and show me in the comment section. The mid-range is the same thing as the highest value minus the lowest value divided by 2, and the coefficient of range is the same thing as the highest value minus the lowest value divided by the highest value plus the lowest value. Okay, if we look at this further, this will be 49 divided by 2, and that is what? 49 divided by 2, 24.5, and this is the same thing as 49 divided by 89. Okay, and 49 divided by 89 will give you equal to 0. What? 55. Okay, so that's it for this question. We'll look at another example very quickly. We're also told to calculate the range, the mean, the median, and the mode from this data set. So what we're going to do from this data set is we're just going to look at the mean, the median, and the mode. I believe the range and the mid-range and the coefficient of range is easy enough for you to do on this. So the first thing we do for our mean, to get our mean, we start with the mean. It pays you to always put down your formula. The mean, which is given by x bar, is equal to the summation of fx all over summation of x of the frequency, sorry. So to get our x, our x value, we have to find the midpoint of all the classes. The first class here is 140 to 149. So we say 140 plus 149 divided by 2, and that will give us 144.5. The next one is 150 plus 159 divided by 2. That will give us 154.5. So from here we can already see a pattern. So the next one will be 164.5, 174.5, 184.5. If we total our frequency here, we're going to be getting 10 plus 12 is 22. 22 plus 6 is 28, plus 2 is 30. Okay. So now the next thing is to get the value of our fx, which is 3 times 144.5. That will give us 433.5. 154.5 times 7. That will give us 1081.5. 164.5 times 12. That will give us 1974. 174.5 times 6. That will give us 1047. 184.5 times 2. That will give us 369. So the summation of fx will now be 433.5 plus 108.5 plus 1974 plus 1047 plus 369, and that will be giving us 4905. Okay, so if we bring that into our formula, that will be 4905 divided by 30, and that will be giving us our mean will then be 163.5. Okay, centimeter. Then we look for the median using our formula, which is L plus the lower class boundary plus n over 2 minus the cumulative frequency before the median class multiplied by the class size divided by the frequency of the median class. Okay, if we have all this, we can apply the formula, but before then we need the cumulative frequency to be able to determine our median class. So for cumulative frequency, we start with the first frequency of 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 plus 12 is 22. 22 plus 6 is 28. 28 plus 2 is 30. Yeah. Then to know our median class, we just say n over 2, which is 30 over 2, and this is 15th element. So where can we find the 15th element here? This automatically becomes our median class. Okay, so once we have determined our median class of 160 to 169, we can then use that to sort out the other variables, the other unknowns. So what else do we need? We need the lower class boundary. If you take out 0.5 from 160, you get the lower class boundary. Like I told you, to get the lower class boundary, if these two numbers are not the same, then you have to find the average because there is a gap between them. All right. So if you find the average of 159 plus 160 divided by 2, which is the average, you're going to get 159.5. So our median here will be equal to L, which is the lower class boundary, which is 159.5 plus n over 2 is 30 divided by 2 is 15 minus the cumulative frequency preceding the median class is this. H is our H is 10, 15 minus 10, multiplied by the group size, which is 169.5 minus 159.5, that is 10, all divided by what? The frequency of the median class, which is 12. Okay? Then if you do the arithmetic here, this will give you 15 minus 10 is what? 5. 5 times 10 is 50. 50 divided by 12 is 4.16, 4.17 approximately. So 4.17 plus 159.5. Our median is equal to plus 159.5. Our median is equals to 163.67 centimeters. In mathematics, try as much as possible to retain any unit that comes with the equation. So here our unit is in centimeter. We have to retain our centimeter here. Okay, so we look for the mode. We are told that the mode is given by, for a group data, we could get the mode by the lower class boundary. If we add it to the size of the class size multiplied by the frequency of the modal class minus the frequency preceding the modal class divided by 2 times the frequency of the modal class minus the frequency preceding the modal class minus the frequency succeeding the modal class. It's a very simple formula. Okay, so if we apply this, our mode now will be equal to the lower class boundary, which is 1. Okay, we have to get our modal class first, and the modal class is the class that contains the mode, and the mode is the class with the highest frequency, and the highest frequency here happens to be 12 also. So this is also our modal class. So if this is our modal class, the equation is half solved. So the lower class boundary of our modal class is 159.5 plus the class size is 10 multiplied by the frequency of the modal class is 12 minus the frequency preceding the modal class. This is our F1 is 7 minus 7 divided by 2 times 12, right? Minus 7 minus the frequency succeeding the modal class is 6. This is F2 minus 6. Okay, so what is left here is simple arithmetic. 12 minus 7 is 5. 2 times 12 is 24. 24 minus 7 is 17. 17 minus 6 is 11. So 5 over 11. If we divide that, 5 divided by 11, that will give us 0.454. If we multiply that answer by 10, we're going to be having 4.55. So our mode here will be equal to 159.5 plus 4.55. So our mode for this will be equal to plus 159.5 will be equal to 164.05. Okay, so that's it for mean, median, and mode of group data. For the range, the mid-range, and the coefficient of range, I believe that is something you can do. The highest value is 189. The lowest value in this data set is 140. So, and the range is the given by the highest minus the lowest value. I'd like you to do that yourself, and let's see what you get. Then the mid range, remember, is the average of the range, which is the highest value minus the lowest value divided by 2. And the coefficient of range is given by what? The highest value minus the lowest value divided by the highest value plus the lowest value in the data set. Okay, so all you need now is to continue to practice. Remember, if you listen and you do not practice, you are likely to forget how to handle these things. Here we try to make mathematics as simple as possible. And please do well to share this video to help promote the knowledge of mathematics. So what we have here is practice question, and I want you to look for the range, the mean, the median, and the mode. Also do well to look for the coefficient of the range and the mid-range values. The mid-range values for the different data set here. So this is the first data set. This is another data set. This is the third data set. These are ungrouped data. Then for the group data, you have this, the fourth data set, and for another grouped data, we have this number 5. Okay. So please let me see your attempts in the comment section. Try to promote this video by sharing so that all those who need the knowledge of maths, which is actually a universal language, can benefit. Thank you for your time. I appreciate. See you in the next class.